All right, guys, what's up, everybody? I'm just getting a few things settled here, and we're going to dive right into the market today. If you're new to the channel, my name's Chris. I make new videos every Monday and Wednesday. I'm a little bit under the weather right now, and I've been trading Veve collectibles since 2 a.m. last night, and then I had to wake up pretty early for work. So I'm a little bit tired, but I made some really good moves today, some really controversial moves last night, actually. And the market's kind of going nuts. I don't know if you noticed. So we're going to kind of pick it apart on live. I was in Discord all night talking market prices and looking at stuff. And I decided that I wanted to look at it with you guys on YouTube. So what's up and welcome. Again, I have new videos every Monday and Wednesday. Today I'm going live instead. I have a couple of new guests that are going to be on the channel this week. Before we dive right into it, for those that are already in here or for those that are watching in the future, of course, nothing I'm saying is financial advice. I hate that I have to say that, but of course I do. Entertainment purposes only. Do what works best for you. I'm not really going to say what we should be doing at all, but I'm just going to take a deep dive into the market. The main source that I'm going to be using today is going to be Cherry Charts. So what they do is they make these charts that are really easy to read and easy to input. Shows all kinds of fun stuff like market caps and data and charts. So I'll kind of go into it in a little bit more real quick. So you're able to like clear these off, especially when you want to start your own. So for instance, last night, let's go ahead and clear all of these. Last night, what I was trying to do, and I guess we'll take a break before diving right into it, was I'm trying to figure out what's pumping and what is remaining stagnant and why each of those is doing that, if that makes sense. Give me just a second. Chat went over to the side. What is up, Jess? Welcome to the live. I'm so tired, but we're gonna make this work. Yo, what's up, Brendan? Welcome, man. Welcome. I know you've been killing it during this market right now. I know you're a pretty good trader yourself. So last night, I'll just start off with a bang. I sold a bunch of stuff. Like actually I won't show you on there, but and I bought a bunch of stuff. So I sold one of the things that I sold. I guess I will go into my transactions. Is I sold a Harley Quinn, the 56 Bruce Tim Harley Quinn for 900, which was pretty much the top. If you see me scratching my nose a lot, I have a sinus infection, so I'm sorry. But so I sold that at the top, and what I decided to do was take advantage of the season 1 pump, and I bought the entire first ever United States Postal Office stamp set. So I was able to buy the entire set for like 809 gems. You can kind of see all the transactions up here. And I sold Harley Quinn for 900 gems. I've been wanting the set for a while. I just never bit the bullet, but I decided why not, you know, like I'm probably bigger in sets than I should be. I'm a collector at heart, and I do obviously think the USPS postal stamps. All right, so let me show you guys why I did this. Let's look at it. Yo, what's up, Mr. Coin? Welcome to the live stream. Season 1 is definitely on fire. It's crazy. I did, sell a few things, but I'm still holding on to quite a few. One of the ones I'm talking about right now is I sold Harley Quinn number 56 at 900, which was pretty much the top of Harley Quinn. I think she got to like 950 or something. I don't know how many sales were there. And I bought the entire USPS postal set. So let's take a look at Harley Quinn real quick on Cherry Charts. So Harley Quinn, and then we're going to look at the stamps, which are the Day of the Dead stamps. Which one is the ultra rare one? I don't remember. The Mother, I think. All right. Yeah, the Day of the Dead Mother. So here's one of the things that led in my decision to do this. Again, this is just something that I kind of wanted to do anyways. So if you can see the charts right here, this is really cool data that we're able to get. So the blue one is the Harley Quinn, which has obviously been around for longer. And then the red one is the stamps, because the stamps, came like in October, November. And you're able to just kind of follow the patterns. What I do find is funny is a lot of collectibles, even if they're not in the same season, kind of move with each other. But what I noticed about the stamps is the stamps had a peak like right around November. And I remember because I have some of my friends buying for like 600 a pop. It was actually above 600. I don't know why this won't let me balance on the very top. But if you get to the very top, it's actually above 600. I think it actually even hits 700. And if you notice after that, here, let me spread this a little bit more. After that, the stamps kind of just had a falling off. Here we go. Let's view that much. So the stamps kind of had a falling off. There's kind of been like a downtrend, and it was pretty stagnant for a while. And so I decided to buy on this downtrend right here from like at this place right here, opposed to the top. And I sold Harley Quinn at the very top and is at an all-time high. So to me, again, nothing in this video is financial advice, especially with season 1 collectibles, because everything's highly volatile. I don't care how many people tell you that they know the market, they don't, including myself. So much of it is high risk, high reward. It's almost comedy to me for people who try to act like experts on this stuff because of the lack of data that we have. But I'm working with what we got. And what we got is Harley Quinn hit an all-time high right here, while stamps were nowhere near their all-time high. So what I did is I sold my single Harley Quinn for the entire USPS stamp collection. To me, it just made sense. You buy low, sell high, and that's what I was doing. So can Harley Quinn be 1,400 tomorrow? Yeah, absolutely. Can the entire stamps be 1,400 tomorrow? Yes, absolutely. I haven't watched it yet, and I'm probably going to make one myself, but my buddy Andrew Ellis just made a Master Collector Program video on maximizing your MCP points, because coming up pretty soon, MCP points are going to matter more than you think. They're really going to be important for these drops. So I do think sets are going to come into play even stronger later. So, I mean, I am focusing a little bit on sets. Obviously, at the end of the day, a lot of the stuff I'm just investing in for, trying to maximize my money. And if that means day trading or swing trading, I will, because in a bit I'm going to talk about the other stuff that I did as well. But yeah, so this is the first tweet that I posted on Twitter today, and I'll actually go over my other things that I did yesterday just to kind of update you guys. That way you can either laugh at me later when things go south, or you can be joyous with me and cheerful when things go north. I don't really care either way. I would like to say also in this video, for those who are watching right now live or those that are watching later, everything that I have in Veve right now is profit by far. There's much better traders out there than me, but I've gotten like really lucky one drop, and besides that one drop, I've had to grind. You can ask my Discord members. I'm active all the time. I'm swing trading. I'm day trading all the time. I've had to grind really hard from where I'm at, and I'm at around a 20x right now. So, I didn't start with a lot of money in the app, and I have a decent amount now. So this is why I have to do these trades. If you have a lot of money, at the end of the day, then you're able just to buy and hold. That's great for you. That's awesome. I didn't have that privilege getting into the app. I've had to fight my way for where I'm at. The way I did that is by doing some of the things I'm showing you right now. Yo, Aaron, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Thoughts on Starfire? So I feel like you're going to be a little bit disappointed that I don't have a lot of thoughts on Starfire, especially sharing that super chat, but let's look at it on the charts together at least. Again, this is cherry charts. This is updated constantly. I'll show you a lot more on this later. So Starfire, I'm assuming is red? Blue. Okay, so Starfire is creeping at an all-time high. It looks like Starfire had some major jumps back in July with a 2,000 gem peak. And right now we are back at the 1450. So still has 500 more to go to reach the previous all-time high. Let's look at Starfire and the app. I will take a second to look at this, and I'll go over a couple of my other moves, because I appreciate Aaron for doing the super chat, and the least I can do is look into it for you, because I don't have a lot of honest off the bat thoughts about Starfire. I do not own Starfire, but that's not for any reason. I just wasn't as familiar with Starfire. What am I doing? Which like, I'm so not familiar with Starfire, I didn't even remember the brand. Also, I'm missing a bunch in chat. Sorry, guys. I'll catch up, I promise. My thing's being a little wacky. So, welcome, everybody. Welcome, Devron, JT, Beyond the fan. Yo, what's up? Welcome. Andrew's an awesome YouTuber. I love Andrew. Yo, we got Trip. You just told me to delist my Todd earlier. I don't blame you. Jess said Chris is my hero. Thank you so much, Jess. You're my hero. So I'm gonna get back to Starfire. Which does somebody answer? Starfire is bigger than Barda. Yeah, I just don't know a lot. I don't remember which. Let's get some likes on this video. Yeah, I appreciate it. So I finally found Starfire. We got a 1.9 floor. Okay, so while we're here, let's take a look at something else for you guys. Something that helps with my trades. And, you know, I trade a lot of times contradictory to the rest of the people that you'll see on Twitter and YouTube. And again, that's just because, like, I do flip a lot. I mean, like, I've had to flip to get to where I'm at. So let me show you a little trick that I've showed on one of my YouTube videos that has allowed me to get where I'm at, even though this doesn't work all the time. So you see at the top middle section where it says 41 by Big Barda. That's how many Big Bardas are in circulation. So I do very little stuff that makes a big difference. What I do is I screenshot it regularly, and I keep on looking at that circulation. If that circulating supply continues to go up, yo, Jess, thank you for the super chat so much. The little heart, thank you. I'm eventually going to have it pop up on screen one day. The little voice. Thank you, Jess. I appreciate that. So the Big Barda has 41 in circulation. What I'll usually do is I'll usually screenshot like hourly. It depends on how regular I'm doing this. I'll do it like by the minute, by the hour, by the day, by the week. And I'll see if more and more are being added into circulation. And if the price continues to go up, and the circulation goes up with it, to me that's kind of a red flag. Now this doesn't always work, you know, there's definitely exceptions to this, but this is also how I call the Steamboat Willie all-time high by far. Is what I did was I tracked the floor price listings. I matched the mint numbers with those who are listing floor price because we can't really see volume as well right now with what we have. So I had to go with what we have, which is just looking at the names on bottom and looking at the mint numbers that they're listing. Well, by doing that, I was able to see that Steamboat Willie was going up in circulation. When I hit my Steamboat Willie Ultra Rare, which is the luckiest I've ever been on Veve by far, I was doing this constantly. I was refreshing, and I noticed that when I was first looking at it, there was like 330 Steamboat Willies listed in circulation. Well, the more I did it, it crept up to 400, then 450, and then it kept on going up, but the price kept going up. So what that told me was people were relisting and then were selling. I actually have screenshots every single day of the same people at Floor for 4 days. So I decided to bite the bullet and undercut Floor a bit on the last day. I sold my Steamboat Willie for 6.3K at the time. That was actually 6,299, and I'm pretty sure that was the highest floor price sell to date. All the other people I know that sold for more than that, it wasn't floor price. It was because of their mint number. Yes, I know Steamboat Willie is going back up. It's at 5K. I do plan to buy it back. I actually almost bought it back last night due to some of the things that I'm going to show you in this video. But also right now, it's kind of hard to tell with all these prices because I know people are having troubles relisting right now. So basically people are trying to scoop the floor, then resell real quick, which is what I did last night. And they're not able to because they get stuck because the Ethereum transfers are taking too long. Let's see what we got in chat. So anyways, back to Big Barda. It looks like, I mean, the cool thing about Big Barda is you have one. Did this price go up since I was looking at it? No, it's 1.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's only like under 10 in circulation before you go up to like, 500 gems. That's pretty good. And then it jumps up a bit. I don't know. It looks pretty good. I don't know a lot about Big Barda as a character. I know I've been looking at this for a little while, but I just wanted to share a little bit of backstory. It looks like there's a lot of room for growth, and again, we're not even at Big Barda's previous all-time high, which was 1,500 gems, I think. Yeah, 1,500. So I don't know. I do have a little bit of trouble getting on these. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Oh, 2K. 2K was the previous all-time high, so we still have 500 more gems to go up before 2K. All right, so other fun stuff that I did yesterday. You ready for a super controversial one, or do you want me to wait a little bit and like work my way to it? I'll do a fun one first. So if you go to which one was it? Here it is. So I will say that if you're day trading or swing trading Veve collectibles, that the tax is a pain, or the money that goes, the fees, not the tax. You know, because 8.5% of the fee of Marvel and Disney, you know, 6.5 goes to the company, 2.5 goes to Veve. It's a pain. But what I did was I sold Wonder Woman, pretty high mint. It was like, I don't know, 7,000 something. I don't remember what it was. I sold her at, is this Wonder Woman? 600, and it actually sold her at 700. I think after the fee, it came out to be 682. And I kept the gems for a bit, and I was waiting for her to either drop or buy something else. And sure enough, if you notice up here, my last purchase of the night, I bought another Wonder Woman. Oh, wait, what was this? No, that was a sell. I've been buying and selling so much stuff. Where is it at? I did buy another Wonder Woman, though. Was it 470? Or is that the one I bought? Why am I getting confused? Oh, yeah, that was my sell at 682. I bought a Wonder Woman last night. Oh, okay. So I ended up rebuying Wonder Woman again at 650. Yeah, 650. So I bought what I did was, you're probably like, well, why would you risk all that for such a small profit? I actually like cut my mint more than half. So I sold a Wonder Woman like 7,000 something mint at 700. And then I rebought Wonder Woman at 50 gems lower just later in the day at like a 3,000 mint at 650. I actually since then have relisted another Wonder Woman that's also a higher mint at around 700. I think it's like 699. And if that sells, then I'll probably rebuy Wonder Woman again later. So everything that I'm doing right now, I don't recommend you mimicking it. It's definitely like high risk, high reward kind of. I mean, that's not high reward, but for me, I have multiples, and I'm writing profit, so my risk tolerance is insane. Like, I really don't care. Everybody like trips out. Like when I sold that Steamboat Willie, like, yeah, I think Steamboat Willie is a grail, and I think Steamboat Willie, I could have woke up the next day and could have been 10K, but I made 6.3K gems off of hitting a drop, which was again the luckiest I've ever been. And since then, I have turned those 6.K gems into a lot of other collectibles. And if you notice, my gem balance is around the same. It's at like 6,400 now, and I keep on growing my collectibles by doing trading techniques like this. I don't do these type of videos often. I talk about it with people on Twitter and Discord all the time. But I mean, I trade a lot. I mean, if you look at my history right here, that's from yesterday. Even the one that says it's from today, it was because I was up till 2 a.m. last night trading. Like, I do this a lot. I was swing trading and day trading crypto last year around this time, and stocks before that. And I'm not claiming to be an expert by whatever means. I'm just showing you what I do and how I do it. There's much better, more intelligent traders out there. But I do think that people overlook that Veve has patterns. So I kind of want to talk about something else before I go into something even more speculative than what I've talked about so far. Our market cap, man, it's insane. Check this out. $1 billion market cap. That's nuts. That is absolutely nuts. $1 billion market cap. 876 million in collectibles, 214 million in comics. So what this tells me, and again, props to Cherry Charts. Like, I'm showing Cherry Charts that like this is all of his data. Cherry Charts brought this up. Yo, Devron, thank you so much for the super chat. Let me.
Donated $5 through super chat. Thanks for all the tips and tricks. I can't stop buying zombie Captain Americas, and they have been going up.
I love the little creepy voice. I don't know if you could hear it clearly. So Devron said, thanks for all the tips and tricks. I can't stop buying zombie Captain Americas, and they have been going up. Yo, that's awesome. I saw Devron's on my Discord. Definitely shared that photo last night of like an army of zombie Captain Americas. That was so cool. I love seeing what people do with their vaults and just people having fun with it. At the end of the day, like another thing about this is like this is fun to me. Like this is a game. So like people like get. I mean, I know there's money at line, so like people get super serious about stuff, but like if you see a lot of my trades and a lot of things I do, like I have fun. Like I don't. At the end, I'm writing profits. It's fun. So you know, never. I tweeted this out today, but like never in my life did I think that I would be discussing superheroes, villains, in the future, maybe Pokemon, and they're knowing that there's a ton of financial upside to discussing these things. You know, like, who's the better villain? Who's the more popular or famous superhero? What are the best poses? What's the best comics? Like, I never, if you asked me all that a year or two ago, like, these things will determine how much money you can make. Like, that blows my mind. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm just having fun. Let's look at this market cap. This market cap scares the heck out of me. I'm not going to lie. Again, this is such a wildly speculative field that anything can happen. We could wake up tomorrow and this stuff never come down at all. It just keeps shooting up and skyrockets, or it could crash. And I will say, with this kind of market cap that kind of came out of nowhere, and I'll talk about why I think it came out of nowhere in a second, it looks like it's due for a correction. I mean, you don't stone me, but that's what it looks like. I mean, I've been in, crypto for a year now, which isn't a lot compared to a lot of people. I've traded a lot, and it's very rare that you see massive pumps like this and you don't see any sort of correction. Now, just because there's a correction, that doesn't mean it's going to be a massive correction. Like, let's say Todd went from a 2,000 floor in December to like an 8,000 floor right now. His correction could be down to 5,000. I don't know. Again, I'm just throwing numbers out there. I'm not saying anything for sure, but for me, I am a little bit nervous about the amount of volume that we got. So one of my strategies right now is very simple, and that's just saving gems. If you notice my gem balance, it's decent. I mean, for me, and I plan on using that gem balance to eat it if there's a dip, and take profits while I can. I think somebody said it best the other day, is just like, being able to DCA your profits. Like, if you can hold to the moon, then hold to the moon by all means. But I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with taking profits. Don't let people make you feel bad about it. Have your own personal goals, have your own personal plans, your own exit strategies, and stick with those and be happy with what you got. And at the end of the day, I mean, we're all so lucky to be in this field right now. Like, we're complaining about 2x's, we're complaining about 5x's, we're complaining about our $100 only becoming 500 instead of becoming 10 grand. Like, what? Like that's unheard of. And up until crypto and up until NFTs and stocks. I mean, you can go back to getting your maybe 8% a year, or index funds or whatever, which is all that stuff's good. I'm still invested in stocks, but like, it's just funny about the stuff we complain about now. Be happy with what you got. I missed a lot of chat. Unicorner set undervalued Ritmo to how high? Let's see if Ritmo ever had that correction. So I know when Ritmo first, they announced his animation, he like skyrocketed. I want to say he's like 6K or something like that. And since then, I think he really, well, where's Ritmo at? Red. So this must be when Ritmo, no, this is probably the animation. Ritmo hit 2,600 and since then has had a downtrend to 1,500. So I mean, there's definitely a way to go back out. Dang, Ritmo like plummeted right here. What happened? Ritmo got down to 279. That's nuts. I never knew that. Let's see what chat's got. I got a couple of more things. I got a lot more things to show you guys. I made so many trades last night. I haven't even gotten to my controversial ones yet. All right, this won't let me zoom up, so I gotta work with what I got. Superman is better than Batman, though. I actually don't have any Superman, and I didn't say just because of Superman. I took one break from the Veve app, and during that break, that was around the time Superman and Pride dropped. So I missed both those drops, and I don't know why I never bought, but I just never bought back. Stat grills have trays on the side and liquidity ready for a drop. Great price collectible on the secondary, not financial advice. I actually love that. That's great. Whoever said that, because it got booted up by the other chat. I really like that. I agree. And little side note there, even though it's hated on sometimes, like, collect what you like. I do both. I collect grails. I collect what I like. I do what I like. I like stacking sets. Maybe that'd be extremely beneficial for MCP. Maybe not. But when I say I like stacking sets, like that's so it's not too hard for me to let go of a collectible, but it's hard for me to let go of a set. I saw after the some people got underwhelmed by the MCP program, they sold off from like 40 sets to like 10 sets and went all in on grails. I just can't do that. I mean, like, I don't know, like that's probably not the best like financial decision, but I like my sets, so I'm gonna hold on to my sets. Like, if it would have to be a substantial amount of money for me to let go of the one collectible that's holding my set together. I'm missing a ton of chats. Eric Johnson, Chris the Goat. Yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Been here since February, baby. My initial investment is 200 and now it's worth 400. Heck yeah, let's go. Nice, Zodi. Haven't added money into Veve since last June, bro. Sorry, I just heard something. Since last June. Yeah, it's been a while for me too. As you see, these all my recent stuff is... Look at all those buys right there. Can you guess what that is? But all my recent stuff is not me pumping money into the app. I haven't put money into the app in a long time. But Chris, I never hit a secret rare yet. Can the devs do something? I've never hit a good secret rare. So I hit my... Yeah, I've never hit a good secret rare. And I've never hit like insane mint numbers either. Hey y'all, just joined the live. Sorry if that's been addressed. Chris, what are your thoughts on the future drivers of the OMI growth? I think OMI has no choice but from a long-term perspective to go up, but I think people overemphasize the short term. It's still highly manipulated by people that hold over $1 billion OMI. I won't be shy about saying that. Now, that's not to say that it's a bad investment. I think OMI is excellent long-term, and I think no matter what, you're probably getting good prices. Just don't be absolutely shocked if you buy in at, you know, and my daughter's yelling at me. Just don't be absolutely shocked if you buy in at, you know, 0.007 and it goes down to I think it's at 0.005 right now, or, you know, it could even go lower. But that being said, you know, being on ETH will allow us to get on better exchanges. Those exchanges will allow us to spread out the funds of the whales. The burning mechanics are about to get way better. The burning mechanics are really going to kick in right now. We're seeing an impact on the reserve wallet. We're not seeing an impact on the circulating supply, and circulating supply is the one that directly influences price. So if the circulating supply is impacted by the burns, you'll actually see it reflected on the price. Again, my daughter's yelling at me, so I'm getting sidetracked. But you know, I think next year around this time, especially when these new burning mechanics are integrated through MCP program and OUP, I think we're going to see burns out of the circulating supply, and that's really going to start affecting the price. So between that and being listed on new exchanges like Binance or Coinbase, you know, being able to spread the liquidity out, I think all that's going to be massive for the price. We got the same name. What's up, Chris? Yo, what up, Chris? Welcome. There's quite a few Chris's in the Veve space. I'm definitely missing a ton of messages because like I'm limited to what I can see. Let me see if I can. Oh, well. Hey, y'all. Great to see you live, Chris. Yo, what up, alt man? Welcome to the stream. Glad you can make it. Glad to be here. I usually make videos on Mondays, but I'm sick and I was trading all night, so I just decided to go on live and talk about some trading strategies and, you know, talk about stuff. Any Voltron love? You know, I'm honestly surprised. I don't even know if I have a single Voltron, but I'm really surprised that Voltron really never got love. Not really because Voltron's popular, because like I don't know much about Voltron, but because it's FA DreamWorks. So the fact that FA DreamWorks, look, it won't even pop up on here. That's how unloved Voltron is. I can't even like find it. But the fact that it's FA DreamWorks and never really got any love did kind of surprise me. Yo, Sleepin', what's up? Let's go. Welcome, Sleepin'. Sleepin's an awesome asset to the community. Has his own website that values and tiers collectibles and comics and has resources for the community. Thank you for being by. Also a YouTuber. I picked up DC Artist Supergirl mint 0949 for 99 gems. Yo, nice. I paid that for like a regular mint on drop day. I bought Supergirl really quick because I just went ahead and bought that set on the day of. Full respect to you, Chris. Amazing sound, intelligent insights of Omi drivers. Appreciate the objective point of view. Yeah, no problem, Zebra. I think it's just because I've been, here since February. I bought Omi in February, and I don't buy into things I don't know a lot about. So it's kind of like secondhand for me now. I was trying to answer that while my daughter was yelling at me. She's like 17 months, so she kept on saying, do. She kept on fussing at me. Yo, Orange Bag Lady, welcome. Yo, hope you're doing well, dude. Thanks for the update. Orange Bag Lady is an amazing asset to the community. She does VR chats. She does the Tuesday night hangouts on Twitter Spaces, and she's really awesome. So definitely on Tuesday evenings, I think it's around 7 p.m. Central Time-ish. That's usually when I see it. She hosts her own Twitter Space over Veve stuff, so check her out. The knowledge you all are learning on the Veve market is very applicable to investing in stocks and crypto. Buy walls, sell walls, buy the dip, don't FOMO, etc. to watch. Yeah, absolutely. I don't know if you saw my tweet last night, but I intentionally bought under a sell wall just because it upset me. Yeah, we got 50 people in here. What's up, everybody? I guess let me knock out a few more of these comments, and I'm about to probably make half of you leave because you're gonna be upset about my decision last night. Splint, you think Wells will burn low-tier collectibles comics to get more MC point lottery vouchers? That should be a game changer for lower-tier stuff. Yeah, I really do. I think a lot of the burning mechanics is going to be from Wells. I think it's going to be manipulative. They're probably going to have groups set out. I mean, they already do have groups about, stacking certain collectibles. And they'll probably burn the collectibles in that group. But, instead of getting upset that a Well is manipulating the price, what we can try to do is ride those waves. Greatest utility will be Omi to NFT, in my opinion. I agree, Red Fox. Omi to NFT is going to be insane. I saw a really good recommendation for burning mechanics yesterday. I'm trying to think of what it was. Basically, it was like if you could. This is just fun. I think it was Crypto Scholar. I don't remember who it was on Twitter. They were saying if you could add a note to somebody who buys your collectible, and that note just costs a little bit of Omi or something. But you could apply that for a lot of the social things in the app, and then that Omi that you pay for that gets burned. You buy a Wonder Woman for somebody, and you send them you say thank you, and it costs 10 Omi to send them, and that 10 Omi gets burned. It's 1 cent to you, but if that's done a million times in a month, I mean that's a lot of Omi burned. Mickey, any thoughts? Are you talking about the Sorcerer hat or Steamboat Willie? I want to buy back into Steamboat Willie. If you were here earlier, you'll know that I sold at top, and I was gonna buy back at 4K, but I got distracted. It was sitting at 4K for a while. Right now, we can't relist, so things are I don't really know where they're at right now. It means we can't relist. I'm also gonna show you something else with cherry charts as well. I'm so scatterbrained today. So Steamboat Willie it was at 5K last night. Dang, it already dipped. I guess people are able to list again. So it's already back at 4.4K. I know, I'm sorry if you guys are already here and heard my pitch on this, but take a look at that top middle. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. You see how it says 468 circulating supply? Keep looking at that. As that number continues to go down, the price will probably go up organically. And as that number continues to go up, the price might go down. So, yeah. So, a good thing about Steamboat Willie now is I feel like we really found our floor at 4K. Again, speculative. Who knows? If they announce Pokemon tomorrow, it's done. This whole market's gonna die for a little bit. Anything can happen. But that being said, there was 530-ish circulating Mickey altogether now, the ultra rare, last week really, and when the price was around 4K. Now there's 468. So that means 60 something people were either delisted them, which is good for the price, or they got sold. And it's kind of hard to tell which is which. I know some people have access to the API. I don't. But yeah, be paying attention to that. And then, obviously, so Veve now delists after a month. I don't remember what day that falls on. If somebody does know what day, you can drop it down in the comments. But once Veve automatically delist, I think prices are going to temporarily go up again. It's funny because like there's so much psychology in this market. Like people in general, no offense to anybody out there, including myself, we have short-term memory, you know? So like it's like Veve tells us that they're going to delist items once a month, and then we go look, you know, and that time of the month happens, and circulating supply gets cut by a fourth or a third, and prices go up, and we're like, whoa, what happened? It's like Veve told us that they were going to delist them, and we should have been expecting that. Another good trading strategy: know that date and get prepared the day before other people are prepared. It does affect prices. What else I got? UR Voltron hitting 300 floor. 24 Voltrons in the bag. Yeah, I'm so surprised Voltron hasn't really gotten love. I can't even find Voltron on this. Let me, probably if I sort by brand. Forget it. Oh wait, it's DreamWorks. Are you kidding me? Yeah, Voltron is so hated on that like I can't even find his charts. Chris, I'm glad you posted your secret rare Doom. I bought 2 URs instead and doing well. Heck yeah, congratulations. I think Doom was extremely undervalued. I hate using that term because like everybody uses that term for things that they own. But I mean, it was just weird to me that Doom wasn't getting any love. With the physical copies going for what they go for. Appreciate you, lad. Feel better soon, dude. Yeah, thank you, Orange Bag Lady. I really appreciate it. You can probably hear it in my voice right now that I'm like suffering with this sinus infection. It's fine. It's just like annoying stuff right now. I got a COVID test and I'm good. So at least it's not COVID. And buy Todd at 3K. I'm so glad I didn't sell Ultra Rare Mickey for 6K and buy Todd at 3K. Oh, sad. I think you said glad. You know, I mean, we all could have done that and we didn't. I mean, I did sell Mickey for 6K, but I didn't buy more Todds. I only have 1 Todd, so I'm like hanging on for dear life, you know. I say that. I'll get to that in a second. DC Artist Batgirl almost at retail now. Whoa, I didn't even know that. So if you'll notice, my Todd is in the market. That's not because I don't believe in Todd. I've said since March when I bought Todd off of primary market that I wouldn't settle for anything under a 10,000 Todd. And 10,000 has been my goal since March. Do I think that Todd will be worth more than 10,000? Absolutely, I do. But with that being said, I have a goal and I'm going to stick with it. What I will do is, and I'll say this on live, you can hold me accountable. If my Todd sells before what I'm considering a bull run, which I haven't even gotten to the reason why I think this is a bull run right now, I'm going to rebuy a floor mint Todd. Because my Todd it's not a super special mint. It's top 22%. Yes, I did the math. It's a 1642 listed for 10K, which is not that far over floor. I mean, it's like 2K over floor. I'll probably rebuy a floor one. So nobody really knows for sure why the market's like booming, but you know, 1 billion market cap in one day. Everything's flying. Season 1's going off the rails. So why? And so I mean, what I've thought all along, and I've definitely gotten confirmation from other people at this point, is people were expecting the MTL to come out soon. Like as soon like during the last AMA, they're probably expecting it within a few weeks of that AMA, including myself. So what people did was they stacked gems to do one of two things. They were going to buy just in case that there was a dip in the market. So they were saving those gems just in case there was a dip. I don't feel like arguing whether MTL is going to cause a dip or not. Or they're going to cash out some, and they're going to use their cash out to do whatever they want because people can cash out. It's their money. Well, when they found out that MTL obviously isn't going to happen in the next few weeks, to me, a lot of people, including myself, were sitting on a lot of gems. So it's like, well, what do we do with a lot of these gems? We go buy stuff. So that's exactly what they did. They went to go buy stuff. And a lot of it was focused on blue chips and Season 1 collectibles. And after that point, I think there's just so much volume going on in the market that people decided to chase the next pump, including myself. So it's like, all right, well, what do we do now? All right, well, we go buy that thing that's not pumping. So they're running after the next thing in line that could potentially pump. And right now, I think that's a cycle. It's like a wave. It's like, imagine a crowd like all like putting their hands up or whatever. And I think we're just seeing all the collectibles kind of collectively go up together because of that same thing happening. And it's not hard to move a market. So like you have a couple people buying the floor, and I mean, you could be hundreds to thousands of gems difference with 10 people buying. So that's kind of what we're seeing right now. And it's hard for me to say if it's temporary or not. I lean on the side that there's going to be correction. But what I'm doing is I am spending so much time, my wife's probably mad at me, in the market, taking advantage of it, buying it before it pumps, selling it when it pumps, rebuying it when it's done pumping. And that's why I'm on live right now. Because at the end of the day, after all of this is settled, you'll know exactly what my plan was and what I did. Foster Hilt, paper handing Maria is unacceptable. Oh, Foster. Man, oh man. There's a lot of unacceptable trades out there, Foster. Hope all is well, my friend. I've been enjoying your I've been enjoying your Omi videos, man. They're always encouraging. Fun fact about Foster Hilt, ladies and gents, is that his popularity rode on when he had 300 subscribers on YouTube, and I had him on this channel. At least I will always put that over his head today. Nothing to do with Andre or making your own really good content and all that stuff. It was definitely because I had you a guest on here.
Foster Hilt donated $2 Canadian through Super Chat. List hot for 9,999.99 and keep the change. Smiley face.
Thank you, Foster. I appreciate that. I was trying to move the Pikachu up before it finished, but I couldn't get it. Foster said list Todd for 9,999 and keep the change. I can't go against my game plan, Foster. You, out of all people, should know that. But thank you for the non-financial financial advice, Foster. I appreciate it. It has to be 10K, not a penny less. I also just it just hit me why you said paper handing Maria. I forgot that I had Maria listed by Todd. That's pretty funny. It's hilarious. And we noticed I got my Jank Mint DeLorean. So for those of you that are Back to the Future fans would know. I love you too, Foster. Hope you have a wonderful day, my friend. Ready to have me on your channel sometime, buddy. So going back to my DeLorean, Back to the Future, fun little mint. It's mint 9885, and the Back to the Future came out in 1985. So I just thought that was a funny mint, so I listed it for a ridiculous price. If you're wondering about that. Yo, Gishu, hello. Rocket League 1v1 for a Veve light? Dude, bet. Foster, if you're still here, I challenge you. 1v1 Rocket League. You get my light if you win, and I get yours if I win. Bet. I will fly to Canada and play on split screen if I have to. What's the R&B music? It's Lo-Fi Girl. It's a, you're probably familiar with Lo-Fi Girl, but it's a non-copyright playlist that's just chill. Chris, not Christmas. What? The music got a hella loud all of a sudden. Oh, my bad. Whoops. I don't know why I did that. Yo, what up, my collectibles? Welcome to the stream. I'm so glad Brendan pointed that out. So I turned it up earlier so that we could hear the super chat. And then I realized I forgot to turn it down for the music. Alpha Flight music announcements for Thursday. That's so funny. All right, guys. Time to get to the juicy stuff. All right. I sold an Elsa last night. I'll just be straightforward with it. I sold an Elsa last night. And I sold right before the Disney pump. That said, there's a reason I sold an Elsa. And let's look at it. So going down to my history, we got Elsa at, I sold it for 1,220 gems. After the fees, it was 1,116. I know so many of you in the comments are like, "Oh my God, he sold a golden moments. Like what a paper hand person." But there's a reason. There's always a reason. One, I paid 150 gems, or actually 150 USD for this also. Two, I had a plan, and I'll go to that plan in a second. Let's take a look at chat real quick. Hi, Chris. Really appreciate your content. Yo, thank you so much, Wayne. I appreciate it. Canadians are about to go crazy for Thursday's comic drop. I didn't even see it, to be honest. So, my plan with Elsa was, it was only like 200 gems off of this. And I've been eyeing this since it dropped. And I will say the infamous words that I don't really like. I think this is undervalued. And which is, boom. Oh, wait, let me get to this real quick. Backtrack. So this Elsa I sold, fun fact, the guy who bought it from me, or girl, that's their only collectible. Like, what the heck? I don't know, that's just kind of weird. Like, I don't know, you find that kind of like eerie, that like the person who bought my Elsa, that's their only collectible. It's like they installed their account so that they could buy my Elsa. I don't know, I thought that was funny. Anyways, the reason I sold Elsa is because I wanted to pay a couple hundred gems extra and buy this. I bought the is this the secret rare? Yeah, I bought the secret rare snow globe. I have the whole set now. But specifically, I wanted the secret rare one. I've been eyeing it since the drop. There's only 18. Okay, so the infamous argument is popularity versus scarcity. Which one wins? Why not both? And I really think Coca-Cola is both. And although this is not the first ever Coca-Cola on blockchain, this is the first Coca-Cola on blockchain that can be collected by more than one person. Because the previous one that released was literally one of one that sold for a couple $100,000. This one can be collected by normal people, or by like regular collectors. So to me, it's a no-brainer that, like, even though it is Christmas themed, that Coca-Cola to me is, I mean, that's blue chip territory-ish. You can consider it a grail, blue chip, whatever fancy word you want to use for it. But either way, I really wanted the set. I've been eyeing the secret rare forever, so I sold my Elsa to buy a Coca-Cola. You can let me know, in the future. You can laugh at me, and months down the road, if Elsa is 10K and Coca-Cola still remains at, 1.5K or whatever it's at right now. Also, my fun little stretch is, it's edition number 936. You know how people like to pitch mints to you? I looked it up last night. So in 1936, that was the 50th year anniversary of Coca-Cola. So I thought it was close enough. It's 3 digits, so it's obviously not 1936, but it's 936. It's a 3-digit mint. It's a secret rare. It completes a set. So going back to MCP points, I get this set bonus now for having all 4, which I finally got, and I get the secret rare bonus for having a secret rare. So it's definitely going to stack MCP points way more than Elsa. I like it more than Elsa. I don't know. I might rebuy Elsa later. I have other golden moments. But yeah, here's a fun thing that you can hold over my head in the future. And either way, you know what? If Elsa is 10K tomorrow and Coca-Cola remains the same, oh well. I'm happy with my decision. Do not go sell your Elsa for Coca-Cola. It was my game plan. That's what I wanted to do, so I did it. OMG, no you didn't. JK, I knew that. I was kidding. There was Crypto Chris in my Alien Friends NFT Discord chat. I thought it was you, but it wasn't. Somebody in my Discord is in Alien Friends. It hit a 4 ETH floor the other night. That's crazy. Coke is big time. Congrats. Yeah, thank you so much. I was really excited about it. I've been wanting this set for a while. So the fact that I could finally achieve it. And again, I bought my Elsa for 150 USD. So, and it was a trash mint. It was 11,000 something mint. And I sold it for 1220, and then I bought a Coca-Cola for 1490. How many sets do you have currently? I only have 9. So I don't really talk about my holdings because here's the thing, which obviously, like, you've seen it if you're watching this, but it's easy for people to brag that they have like 6 figures of collectibles in Veve if they already had a lot to begin with. They had 10,000 or more to put in. because like if you have $100,000 worth of assets in VV and you put in 10 grand, that's only a 10x. It's not that big of a deal. Also, people just get lucky. People hit the MC1 secret rare, or they hit these other big comics, or they hit the Spider-Man secret rare drop, all that fun stuff, or they have like one massive item that like makes the most of their portfolio. Everything that I have right now is because I've made good decisions in the secondary market and I got lucky one time. So I don't like to like talk about my holdings that much because it doesn't look as good on paper, but I have 20x to my initial investment, which is decent, I feel like, without getting lucky. And I did not have the means to put into the app during pivotal times. So, without going into my personal life, like I had issues coming up. So with the Secret Rare Spider-Man, I knew the value that it was going to have, and I could not afford to put a penny in the app at that point in time. So I missed out that opportunity. By the time the opportunity would have been in reach, it's already like 10x by that point. I was priced out. Same thing happened with Walt. Walt, I actually reserved gems for, and I was going to buy Walt pretty much no matter what the day of. I got super sick during Walt. Like, I'm talking like so sick that every time I looked at my phone, I had to like go to the bathroom and like want to throw up because like I had a horrible stomach virus. I was running 104 fever. I like couldn't move. I was like this the whole day. like it was so bad. So I couldn't get Walt. By the time I was able to like get well, I was priced out of Walt. So all that said, when I say like I've averaged 20x'd my portfolio on VV, that is without like any like monster like Walt or Secret or Spidey or MC1 Secret Rare or anything like that. And I don't have any Superman or anything like that, so I'm pretty happy with where I'm at. What are your thoughts on the price target for UR Steamboat Willie? I think Steamboat Willie could easily be 10k. I kind of want to buy one again. What's it called? Oh yeah, all together now. Oh, I want to show you something else on cherry charts too in a second. So Steamboat Willie. Yeah, so Steamboat Willie hits Steamboat Willie actually went a little bit higher than that. It hit like a 6.3 floor. I know that because I sold at 6.3, and it's kind of had a downtrend since then. I definitely seeing it like nearly doubling the all-time high. I don't know. I mean, it's pretty iconic, and it doesn't have an FA, but at the end of the day, like it's Steamboat Willie we're talking about, and it's a pretty cool collectible. Like it dances and has music and all that stuff, so I could see it going 10k easy. But your guess is as good as mine. So also on this thing, I like that if you do on cherry picks, our cherry charts, you can do daily picks or weekly picks, and it kind of shows you lists of the NFTs and the comics. And even better than that, let me stretch this real quick. Can you still see that well? I think you can still see that well. Oh no, you can't see the side of the screen. So basically on the very side where you're not able to see right now, it shows the percentage loss. So I'll just read it out to you, because you can't see it. So the top losers is the NFT Spider-Man #3 True Believer variant. Oh no, it is not. This is a glitch right now in the system. I don't know why this is glitched. Let's go to daily. Okay, there's a glitch on the top losers, so let's look at top gainers. Top gainers is Fantastic Four #1. It has 160% daily change. Dang, it's 279. Oh no. Oh, that's ultra rare. That makes sense. Yo, appreciate the sub. Thank you so much. Yeah, by the way, guys, I know a lot of you been hanging around. I make new videos every Monday and Wednesday. VV videos, NFT, crypto, OMI, all that kind of stuff. So if it's your first time on the channel, first time getting to hear me speak a little bit and like talk about things that I do, please consider hitting this subscribe button and liking this video for the YouTube algorithms. I've been making content since March. I love doing this. I would love to do this part-time one day. And I'm not asking anything of you besides, if the content benefits you, just to like it and subscribe.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Let's listen.
Harley Quinn Terry with 750 mints.
Thank you, Abdel Ahmed, for the $2 super chat. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Harley Quinn Terry with 750 mints, hidden gem. Let's look at it. We'll go back to this in a second. All right, we got. Which one is it? Which number Harley Quinn is that? MD, what's up? What's popping? This is alternative to Ecomi Wiki. I hate that you have to pay now. Yo, what's up, MD? I haven't seen you in a while. I know you won my giveaway a while back, which, by the way, I'm going to do another giveaway soon. This is not an alternative to Ecomi Wiki, and I do support Omi the Clown, whether it's paid or not. He worked really hard on that. I just now got this, and it's Cherry Charts. It's a private subscription, and he does like daily, weekly, multi-chart. He has back access to the API as well. It's just really organized and helpful. So I'm not using it to shill it. I'm using it because I like it and it's easy to use. Where was I? Yeah, I can't. Which Harley Quinn was it? Is that one of the more recent ones with the like the colored one? Let's see. I will find that. Every time I go to look for something, I like get lost. I don't know. I still feel like the app needs a little bit more. Okay, so we were talking about Harley Quinn, Terry. 06, okay, 06. Why is it not on here? $13, $5, $6, there we go. So there's 37 in circulation. There's a 750 total supply. Yeah, I mean, 2.6 for only a 750 supply of a first edition Harley Quinn. I think it's a pretty good deal. I mean, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stopping it from a 3K floor. And then after that, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stopping it from a 4K floor. Yeah, I mean, this thing like shoots up. One well comes in and buys up 10 of them. We got a 5K floor. Not 10 of them, but maybe like 15 of them. Yeah, good spot. I'm saving a lot of gems right now, as you can tell. And now you probably can't tell with my transaction history because all the red. But yeah, I mean that's a pretty good deal. What'd I miss? My big buy today was Batgirl, only 49 gems. Yeah, that's pretty nuts that Batgirl's only 49 gems. Yeah, I try to let's look at Batgirl real quick. As you guys know, who have been here for a while, Artist Valley one, I'm assuming. I like to go directions that other people don't go. So we have stretched this out to right here. Okay, so is this the wrong Batgirl? No, that's Harley Quinn. Here's Batgirl. Started at retail and back down. So Batgirl's really never done much. I will say that this doesn't. Okay, so there's a couple things that have been disrespected on Veve since drop. And Batgirl is one of those. I don't know what people's problem is with Batgirl, but she ended up being an uncommon and non-first appearance. So this one had like a double whammy, but that doesn't mean she can't make a comeback. Because at this point, it seems like anything on Veve is going to be above retail. But, I mean, we'll see the more the market, releases stuff. I definitely don't see any first editions or first appearances being below retail, although this doesn't fall into that category. I was going to say something else along these lines. I don't remember what it was, though. Let's look what else. Nice one. I started with 50 in March, and I'm up like 60K. Still hold Fantastic Four Secret Rare from the drop. Recently, dude, that's awesome. What a drop to get. Recently started trading after drops become so hard. Bought 20 Deadpool commons and rares and Secret Rare Deadpool. I wanted Secret Rare Deadpool so bad, and I got priced out. And I'm not going to pay right now. I mean, like, okay, here's my logic. Just because, like, I don't know. It's hard for me to drop. What is Secret Rare Deadpool right now? It's hard for me to do those like high leverage plays on things like Deadpool, when there's like other things that I think can like do better and I could sell faster. So like Deadpool, for instance, Deadpool is very undervalued. I'm not saying he's overvalued, but like Deadpool, okay, it's 2.7. It's actually pretty reasonable. I was trying to buy at like 1.5 and I didn't have the gems at the time. But what's hard for me is that I could put those 2.7k gems into other things that could 5 to 10x, or I could wait for Deadpool to hit 6k. Does that make sense? Like, do I think Deadpool can hit 6k? Yes. If I had the money to buy both, to hold a Deadpool, which would be amazing, and to do other stuff with my money, then I would. And that's the good thing about having, like, for people who have a lot of money, they're able to buy these things, hold on to them, and make plays. I hope to get to the point where I can do that. Yo, big super chat here. Yo, thank you so much, Splin. I appreciate it, brother.
Donated $9.99 through super chat. Hope you get your Veve lamps soon, brother.
Dude, thank you so much. Seriously, that means a lot to me. Shout out to Splint for the super chat. I really appreciate it. So I hope you get your Veve lamp soon, brother. Thank you so much. By the way, I haven't went on live in a bit, ever since like this, like my little Veve lamp right here. I'm not really upset. Like, I just thought it was funny. It was kind of a joke. Me and Mark, Mark's another content creator for Veve, decided that we got invited to go to a group chat with a bunch of like, bigger people. There was like Dan, Asian Dan, Kyle Wilson, Taps Trades, bunch of awesome guys. And we knew that they would all have their Veve lamps, displaying in the background. So me and Mark decided to make our own, and I kind of just left it up ever since. I just think it's funny. So yeah, I don't know the criteria for the Veve lamps. I don't know. I've been here for a while, but it is what it is. I think it's funny now, so I leave it. Thank you again, Splint. I really appreciate that. To my logic on the Secret Rare Deadpool is what I was saying though, is like, do I think Deadpool can be 6k? Easy. But do I think I can make, 3k gems into 6k gems faster with, pointing out other things? Yeah. So I don't know. I wish I had a Secret Rare Deadpool. That is one of the sets. I have everything else. All the other Deadpool. I have Ultra Rare. I have Rare. I have a couple uncommon and a couple common. And I wanted a Secret Rare and I couldn't get it. I got priced out. And I'm still tempted at these levels, but I don't know. I don't know, fam. I'll be watching. There's just so much stuff that I want. Have a look at Secret Rare Storm, please. Oh, you want to talk Secret Rare Storm? Let's talk Secret Rare Storm. Let's go to Storm. So, I have the set, and Secret Rare Storm. Check this out. I only have one. I wish I'd have bought 2 or 3, as most of us do. But, wait, whoops. Where's it at? It doesn't show how much. Wait, I'm tripping. Why is it being like this? Okay, so as you can tell, this is how long I've believed in Storm. I paid 888 gems for my Storm, which is a decent mint. It's 954. So it's a 3-digit mint, and the floor price is 20, basically 2,500. It's 2,490. I think Storm is a huge sleeper, and honestly, so I've been watching again, going back to my like circulation theory, and Storm has decreased in circulation significantly. The secret rares have, so we have 87 right now. That's another thing to keep on watching. But yeah, I mean, secret rare Storm, you could get them for like under 1,000 easily, like a couple weeks ago. And I know the whole market is booming. Like it's so easy right now to say I was right about that or this or that or that, whatever. I don't care. But I do think Storm just never really had her chance. And even right now, like, I mean, and I say this, I hold Storm, obviously. I have quite a few. But I mean, even the commons and uncommons are like pretty cheap. 75 for a common, and let's see the uncommons. Yeah, I got a few of them. 65 for an uncommon. So yeah, Storm's awesome, bro. All right, let's see what I missed. Yo, Ahsoka, thank you so much for the super chat.
I have to know your opinion on Tokidoki Aquaria being on Binance and Veve. Interoperability? Opening Veve to other NFTs?
Sorry, I always try to pause and let it read. So I'll reread it to you. I also want to look at this real quick, make sure I didn't miss anything. Somebody sold Storm after letting her on drop. Yeah, I will get to Storm, why I think she's a big deal. Have a couple comments, uncommons, and rares, plus 1 red pool currently. All right, so the question was, I have to know your opinion on Tokidoki Aquaria being on Binance and Veve, interoperability, opening Veve to other NFTs. I think if there's any brands too that are going to migrate faster, it's probably going to be brands like obviously it's probably going to be the independent artists first, and then brands like Todoki. I wish I had a better opinion on that for you, especially after you did a super chat. But I don't. Because I know that's not saying a lot, but I definitely see these being on Immutable X or OpenSea faster than brands like Marvel or Disney or bigger IPs. Those IPs have to like play it safer, for their company. I think they'll eventually allow it, but they're definitely going to allow brands like this first. So I mean, I definitely think we'll be able to see them pretty quickly be interoperable. We got Jacob Tillman said, I've got a pretty solid strategy in place for the secret rares. Been buying 2 on dip, then selling 1 on the way up. Hold for the other long haul. Work for me on Storm and Deadpool nicely. Yeah, that's a really good strategy. I saw a thing going on the other day that's like your biggest regret in Veve 2021. And I was trying to think really hard because I didn't have many. And my biggest one is not doing the rule of 3, which David Yu brought up. I tweeted that, but the rule of 3 is buying 1 to have and collect and basically hold on to for as long as you'd like, having 1 specifically to flip when the price goes up, and having another one to kind of tread those waters. Maybe you want to flip it, in a couple months. Maybe you want to hold it forever. Maybe you want to sell it years down the road, and then have that one that you originally wanted to collect, with you forever. I wish I had done that way more for more collectibles. That's my biggest regret on Veve. Basically not buying more. I got Secret Rare Storm 456 on the drop and 290 mint rare on the drop too. Yeah, Jess, it's basically every drop, so that's enough flexing for one day. I'm afraid that some prices are inflated due to inability to relist. Yes, I absolutely think they're inflated a little bit due to inability to unlist. But if you've been watching it, like I tread on the side that things are temporarily inflated, short-term speaking, due to people thinking that MTL is going to be right on the corner, and it's not. So a lot of people just took their spare gems that they're going to buy the dip with, or that they were going to take out of the app and put it into season 1 and into blue chips. That is my theory. I have no proof on that. Because, like, okay, with me saying that, that doesn't mean that I think that these NFTs are overvalued. I just think realistically, in a 24-hour, 48, 72-hour period, that this is a lot of price activity, a lot of increase in market cap, simply because everyone suddenly realized that these things should be worth more. Should they be worth more? Yes. Should they be worth more this fast? Yes, but it will surprise me if we don't see it retract a bit. What do you think about the Marvel's What If sets? I don't know. I mean, somebody made a really good point the other day. I don't own it anymore. I actually sold mine. Is this under Marvel? So once I look at it, I'll be able to remember the point that he gave. And it was good. And I have somebody in my Discord that like collects the heck out of these things. They're fun and they're cool. I just don't know a lot about it, and I usually steer clear of, like, I say this as somebody who just bought a secret rare Christmas Coca-Cola last night, but I usually try to stay clear of like themed stuff because like I don't like it just to be like popular around that time of year, and it kind of like struck me as like the Halloween theme. But with all that being said, somebody pointed out that this is like the first appearance of my daughter's yelling. That this is the first appearance of Doctor Strange's cloak. That this is the first appearance of Spider-Man's suit that was designed by Stark, and a couple of other things about it that I thought were pretty cool. It doesn't really say it on here, but I don't know, like the fact that that's the first time the cloak is seen. And I don't know if you just watched, the new Spider-Man movie, but the cloak plays a role in it. And obviously Doctor Strange plays a role in it. So I thought that was pretty cool. Again, I don't own any. That's not for any reason. I also think, I don't remember the ultra rare price. They were relatively cheap sets, but not anymore. I didn't realize they're 800 floor now. That's nuts. Stuff went up so much. Like, it's crazy how much stuff went up. What do you think about R2-D2 in terms of price? So I almost bought an R2-D2 like literally last night, and the price like flew up today. I still don't have an R2-D2. I would really like to get one. And I don't like to consider myself a Star Wars fan because like I'm not like a real big fan, but I've watched all the movies and I like it, and I've played the Battlefronts like 1 and 2 and some of the other Star Wars games, and I like the idea in the universe. But I just think having FA Star Wars on blockchain is probably a big deal. How long do we have to wait to resist an item we bought? Oh, relist. I don't know. That's a recent issue that Ethereum's having, or Immutable X. It's not on Veve. Hopefully they can fix that. Where do you see Steamboat Willie? You are end of the year, 10K. Yeah, for sure. So here's my thing on that. Like, somebody asked, like, if I see Steamboat Willie 10K by the end of the year. Like, I do, but and this is contrary to a lot of opinions, but like, it's just such a new market. Like, I don't like to overhype things and be surprised if if there's some sort of crash and things fall off. So like I like to keep my expectations low, that way I'm not disappointed, and if it goes up to those levels, which I think it will, I'm excited. Give me your gym bag so I can have rule of 5. JT, you can have my gym bag. You just gotta hop on when I start these trades. Also, the Aquaria are not limited to 5,555 as they exist on Binance. I see what you mean now. Sorry, I misunderstood that question, that comment earlier. That's a great question. Maybe the interoperability would not help be as beneficial to them because others already exist. That was more so what you wanted input on. And I don't know. I think the one thing we can stand by is that Veve is a big deal and it's becoming an even bigger deal. So perhaps that these are the ones from Veve, from the platform that went from a couple thousand to 3 million downloads in 1 year, and who is gonna, possibly have insane expectations this year, for lack of better words. Maybe they'll hold more value. I don't know. What's the website? Is this Veve Wiki just added the paywall? This is Cherry Charts. So it seems that several people thought that I'm using Cherry Charts to avoid Veve Wiki. I literally just got this, so I wanted to use it because I thought it's easy to use and it's fun. Are all the 007 NFTs under retail? 007 has never done well on Veve. What do you think about the other Steamboats? I have one of each. I bought my common at 250. I mean, they'll follow the pattern of the ultra rare typically. So I mean, I say that like basically, if you see an increase in the ultra rare, you'll see an increase in the rest. It might not be as extreme of a difference, but it's something to follow. Could you talk about your view of the future of Veve, the future of Omi, and what's going to happen? Yes, I can. Tadoki works with Binance and Veve. I'm going to get back to that, by the way. Yeah, that is interesting. I think we'll be seeing more of that because some of the licenses aren't exclusive. They just have the rights. So there's like, I think DC Comics, didn't they announce in the last Veve AMA that they're going to have DC Comics, but I believe there is another form of NFT DC Comics. It's stuff like that. Like, I think the importance is who is first in a lot of these. And in a lot of the cases, Veve will still be the first one to do these. So for, say, Disney, like Disney is going to probably eventually drop their own NFTs, or they're going to have their own metaverse, which would be amazing if, they used Omi as a token. But in order to get the first ever Disney NFTs, you'll still have to come to Veve. And I think that's the beauty of it. It's how early Veve was on getting these licenses. So it won't surprise me if other companies, like I think Recur has a Star Trek license, and Veve obviously dropped Star Trek on blockchain already. So now Recur, we don't really know how it's going to look, but like maybe it's not collectibles, maybe it's like moments or something like that. I don't know. But the Star Trek wasn't exclusive to Veve, but Veve was still the first. Going back to view of the future of Veve, future of Omi, and what's going to happen. I think, this is just off the bat, but I think Veve is going to do what they've said they're going to do since the beginning. They're going to become a NFT digital toy store. And I think as time progresses, we're not going to see these major price fluctuations that we see on the FAs, the FEs, and the like early investing days. So with time, I think there's going to be thousands and thousands of brands, of collectibles, of comics, all of that stuff. And I don't think, I think there will come a point in time where it's literally going to be, you're not going to be 2xing and 10xing every time you buy something, on primary or secondary market. But right now is important, and because we're getting these first appearances, we're getting these first editions. And of course, anytime there's like a very valued collectible or comic, it'd be worth a lot. But I think eventually it's just going to be a toy store and a metaverse, and a social metaverse at that hopefully will be gamified as well. and be ran by the Omi token. So if you're in right now, you're in at an incredible time, because you can not only enjoy the benefits of it, you know, being a toy store and having stuff to play with and to interact with, to build vaults with, to one day exist at, like, you know, in the metaverse with, to use as PFPs, but you're making a substantial amount of money as well. I think there will come a day where, again, like, all the stuff right now will be very valuable, but we're gonna have, or possibly have, Steamboat Willie season 10, season 15, you know, and like, yes, I think those will like build value, but it's hard to see like season 10 Steamboat Willie have a 10k floor, whereas, you know, season 1 Steamboat Willie, you know, people who download the app 10 years from now, like, think about how many Steamboat Willies are going to exist for them, like season 1. It's going to be like little to nothing, especially if we're able to exist as these characters in the metaverse. We're able to change our identity to an extent, and kind of flex and say, like, I am literally one of the only season 1 Spider-Man that is existing in this metaverse. You know, like, that's a big deal. So yeah, I don't know. Like, I know that's kind of a weird opinion about Veve, but that's a way of saying that I'm extremely bullish on the future of it, as far as like all the early stuff goes. For first appearance, first edition, I think eventually it will be catered towards collectors like toy stores will, and I think the metaverse is an extra layer that's going to add value in social and metaverse stuff. It's going to be really cool. I think like how Twitter is and other social media right now is kind of our way to communicate with each other, Discord. It's going to be cool that when that time comes for us just to communicate over the Veve app, over the metaverse meetups, over me being a Steamboat Willie and somebody else existing as a Captain America and having a conversation or playing a game or whatever. So I don't know. It's going to be, it's really far-fetched to think about. But as Mark said in his video today, if you'd have told him, 20 years ago that his parents and him would, make money from looking at a tiny little screen, he wouldn't believe you. And I think we're going to have the same sort of culture shock with the metaverse. Speaking of Veve, by the way, a real quick plug. This will cost nothing of you if you're watching this right now. Go to brands and go to Ghostbusters and click on Stay Puffed Man. Click on the market and filter from high to low. All right. And of course mine doesn't show, but on yours it'll show my name. If you could please hit that follow button on Veve. I'm trying to build up my followers on Veve, because again, I think one day we'll be interacting over the app opposed to other social medias. We'll probably do both. But either way, so I have mine listed at like at 1 million, like something ridiculous so it doesn't sell. If you notice top right how it says 1 million, yeah, click on that and then go follow me. I appreciate it. Also, Stay Puft Man was my first ever Veve collectible. I bought him off the primary market back in beginning of March. Good times. You think Spider-Man collecting jump into action rare is a blue chip and a good hold? I've held it since drop. I've been tempted a few times. If you can tell, you paid 100. It's worth 966, almost a 10x, and I'm holding on to it. Yeah, I mean, going back to what I said earlier, it's hard to say because, like, you never know. It's a very highly speculative space, but first ever Spider-Man on blockchain. So, I don't know. I'm holding mine. Any posters you're looking at? Yeah, 2D art is extremely undervalued on Veve, I think. It's never really had any kind of love. I have the whole... where's it at? I'm not really looking at these per se, but I have the whole Ultraman 2D set. Where's it at? Rise of Ultraman. Boom. Let's go. So I got this one. Look at that. You want to see something beautiful? I got this one on the drop. So you see that it says you paid $1, and now the floor price is 888 gems. That's nuts. That's funny. So, and I got a 315 on drop. I think that was, yeah, 315, which I think just misses the 5% cutoff. Do you think season 1 black and white Batman set will ever overtake the Spider-Man? That's hard to say. I don't think so, but I don't know. It's gonna be really close. Spider-Man's really popular and even growing. I mean, if you watch the last Spider-Man movie, I'm a pretty big Marvel fan, and that movie, that Spider-Man movie, was probably my top 3 Marvel movies that I've ever seen. And we have Miles Morales entering the MCU, hopefully getting a live-action movie soon. We have another Andrew Garfield movie. Spider-Man's not going anywhere for a long time. Not to say Batman is either. Yeah, I don't know. Utility is key. In Decentraland, you have to hire a wearable NFT to be able to gamble in the casino, for example. Do you think Veve will do something similar? Yes, I do. I think Veve. Okay, so a lot of times people separate Veve from other NFT projects. Obviously, like understandably, like at the base of it, like I understand why they would want to do that. But I do think our founders were ahead of the game, and I think they've thought all of these things through. They're just waiting to unravel them as time progresses and we get closer. So anything you see being talked about right now in the space doesn't shock me if it's put into place at Veve. My daughter just came in here and yelled at me. Secret Rare Captain America or Da Vinci? I'm gonna have to. I don't know. I'll let you make that decision, buddy. I think I don't understand. Like, it is Captain America and it is Steve Rogers, but it's not FA. I don't know. That just hurts. The little Marvel Mighty took that FA away. Yo, Garrett, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Oh, wait. Oh, you're talking about on the app. I thought you were talking about subscribed. Yo, thank you. Hey, if you just followed and you want me to follow you back and you're in this chat, I will. I'll follow all of my recent followers. Dang, son. You packing. Who is this? Got 2 Waltz, 2 Supermans, 3-digit Todd. Ultra Rare altogether. Cat Bronson, R2D2, Secret Rare Deadpool, C3PO, 2 Mickey's hats, 2 Elsas, 2 Avengers. Gah. I'm jealous. Dang, that's nuts. Yeah, that was 1 gem. With all that being said, I still have a ton more that I wanted to cover. So I'm going to go live again soon. I have to go eat with my family. You hear my daughter crying in the background. So I'm going to go do that. Thank you guys for tuning in. If this is your first time on the channel, I hope you like this type of content. Be sure to hit the subscribe button. It really means a lot to me. I love making YouTube content, and I want to continue to do it. I have some big goals and plans for this year that I'm excited to share with everybody. Yeah, I mean, seriously, thank you for being here. Thank you for tuning in. There's around 50 of you the entire time. Thanks for being in chat, at such late notice. And if you came from Twitter, first time here, appreciate it. Yeah, man, like, let's do this more. Let's crush 2022 together. There's some money to be made, in Veve. There's some money to be made in the NFT and crypto space. And obviously, again, it's cringe, but like not financial advice. Let's just have fun, you know, talk about this stuff together and talk about the moves that we make and why we made them. Let's celebrate our wins, and let's forget our losses, and let's grow together. And I'll be seeing a lot of you guys this year, you know, through here, through Twitter, through Discord, whatever. I'm excited, like I really am, and hopefully next time I'm not sick and my voice isn't like this. So anyways, guys, appreciate it. You probably hear my little girl in there like, Dad, come on, I'm hungry. Love y'all. See you next time.